My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with IRS. Welcome into my home office. I've had offices all my life and I've changed all that. But anyway, thank you for being here. I do representation work, but I'm here today to give you some information that you need to know. Like I said, I've worked well over 10,000 cases. I was an agent for 10 years. I've been in private practice tax defense for God, 41 years now. So listen to what I have to say. I'm not just another talking head. I was the IRS. So you're listening to someone who's in tax defense and also knows IRS well, having been my former employer. If you received a CP504 number, you've received this number because they haven't received your payment of your unpaid tax balance. This notice of intent is going to be serious. If you don't do that, you don't respond to this, IRS is going to go ahead and levy at some point in time your bank account. They're going to take your wages. You're going to go to work one day and you're going to probably receive about 10 or 20%. And they can file a federal tax lien. If you owe over 50,000, you're going to get a federal tax lien filed. You really have to take this notice seriously. I hate when people call me and they've waited and the IRS has already taken their bank account and their wage garnishment. So how do you really solve all this? This is what I want to really get to. IRS, they think you've ignored them. I was an agent. I didn't send out these letters. They were similar letters. And when people don't call you back, you really don't have a choice. The manual says you must follow up. Actually, for you, what's really unusual about this is that there is nobody working your case. You're up against the computer right now, really. There's no one person says, oh, I better send this 504. Everything is done systematically. All these letters go out. I'll keep going and going. And what does IRS want? They just want you to call them and say, what are you going to do about the liability? That's what they want. They want you to close the case. They got 25 million open IRS collection cases. You got to close your case. And I caution, I do all my videos. Don't call them unless you know what they're going to do. What are they going to do? They're going to take a financial statement, download it, take a look. The case is with a local agent, they want the 433A. If the case is at the service center, which most are, download the form 433F. Take a look at it because they're going to fill it out and they're going to want documentation. Here's the kicker, the big kicker. IRS is not going to allow your expenses that you put down. They're going to allow half of them. The other half, they're going to substitute in their expenses by what they think you should be spending. And now, for instance, your rent or mortgage, they're not going to allow that. They're going to allow what they say you should be paying. How do they determine that? The Department of Labor has come up with these statistics. You can Google them. IRS National Standards for Food and Clothing, Housing and Utilities, Car Payments, and Car Expenses. They're going to substitute their payments in and yours out. Many times it leaves a big gap where you got a sizable payment agreement. There's ways to get around that. If you need me to do the representation, call me. Make sure all your tax returns are filed. And if you're self-employed, IRS is going to want to make sure you've made an estimate payment. Like I said, I've worked thousands of cases. I answer my own phone. If you need me, there's a number there somewhere. I work larger cases. I have a smaller unit that works smaller cases. But for me, I work cases really 50, 60, 70,000 up to a couple, well, over $10 million. So you can contact me anytime. Give me a subscription if you would. Why do people ask? The only way YouTube knows you're doing good is people subscribe. Yeah, that's some of the stuff. And you get likes. And when you get that, they say, oh, this person's good. If you want to give me one, I'd appreciate it. Have a good one. I appreciate your 4 minutes and 10 seconds, and I am out of here. Thank you.